Okay, let me ask you something. Have you ever had one of those moments where you knew you should do something, like get out of bed, go to the gym, or finally start that project, but instead, you just sat there scrolling on your phone like a professional procrastinator? Be honest. We've all been there, right? Now, what if I told you that there's a ridiculously simple rule, just 5 seconds long, that can hack your brain, break that cycle, and actually get you moving? Sounds like clickbait? Stick with me, because this is backed by real psychology, neuroscience, and yes, your own brain chemistry. Welcome to Reality Flux, the channel where science meets the mystery of the mind. If you're new here, consider this your safe space to explore how thoughts, habits, and even the tiniest hacks can literally rewire your reality. Picture this. It's 6 a.m., your alarm goes off, and you know you should get up. But your brain? It immediately starts negotiating. 5 more minutes won't hurt. I'll just snooze once. I'll start tomorrow. And then boom, half an hour gone. Or maybe you've had an idea, like starting a YouTube channel, writing a book, asking someone out, and just when you were about to act, you froze. Overthinking kicks in, fear kicks in, and before you know it, nothing happens. Now here's the crazy part. According to research, you only have a tiny window, about 5 seconds, before your brain kills the idea. After that, your mind will flood you with excuses, doubts, and reasons to stay comfortable. And this is where the 5-second rule comes in. It's a psychological hack created by Mel Robbins, and once you understand how it works, it feels like you've got a cheat code for your own brain. In this video, I'm not just going to tell you what the 5-second rule is, you probably already heard of it. I'm going to show you why it works, how your brain chemistry plays a role, and the sneaky science behind why counting backward from 5 can literally change your reality. Oh, and don't worry, this isn't going to be some boring lecture. We're going to keep it fun, ask some uncomfortable questions, and maybe even roast your procrastination habits along the way. But wait, quick check. Are you still watching or did you already get distracted and open Instagram? Don't lie. If you did, that's exactly why you need this rule. So here's how we're going to break this down. In the next few minutes, we're diving into the psychology of hesitation and why your brain literally tricks you into doing nothing. How the 5-second rule hijacks your brain's autopilot and forces action. And finally, how you can apply it today, not tomorrow, not next week, today, to change your habits, fight procrastination, and actually take control of your life. Sounds good? All right, let's hit that countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're diving in. All right, so what's actually happening inside your brain when you hesitate? Why does it feel like the second you think about doing something important, you suddenly become a master at finding excuses? It's not that you're lazy or broken. No, it's your brain doing what it was designed to do, keep you safe. Here's the science why part. Your brain has this ancient system called the amygdala. It's basically your survival alarm. Thousands of years ago, if you saw a lion, your amygdala would scream, "Run!" Pretty useful back then. The problem? Today, that same system gets triggered by way less dangerous stuff, like sending an email, speaking up in a meeting, or starting that side hustle. Your brain interprets anything uncertain as dangerous, and so it stalls you with overthinking. Think about it. You're about to speak up in class or at work, and suddenly your heart races like you're about to wrestle the rock. Or you're about to hit publish on your first YouTube video and your brain goes, "Nope, let's just binge Netflix instead." Much safer. Sound familiar? Yeah, that's not you being weak. That's your brain's fear response hijacking your life. And here's where the 5-second rule comes in like a superhero. The idea is ridiculously simple. The moment you feel that hesitation, you start counting backwards. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then you move. You act. You send the text. You stand up. You walk, you press record. Why does it work? Because that countdown interrupts the autopilot loop in your brain. It forces your prefrontal cortex, the logical, decision-making part of your brain, to take control. Basically, it shuts down the amygdala's overprotective nonsense and gives you just enough space to act before excuses pile up. Let's go even deeper. The prefrontal cortex is like your inner CEO. But here's the catch, it's lazy. It doesn't like to wake up unless it has to. The countdown acts like an alarm clock for it. Suddenly, instead of looping in fear or hesitation, your brain is forced to make a decision. And when you act within that tiny 5-second window, you actually start building a new habit loop. Over time, your brain rewires itself to favor action over avoidance. It's neuroscience meets life hack. Let me tell you a quick story. A guy named Chris wanted to start going to the gym. Every night, he'd say, "Tomorrow morning, I'll go." And every morning, guess what? Snooze button. This went on for months. Then he tried the 5-second rule. Alarm goes off, he counts 5, 4, 3, 2, -1, and instead of snoozing, he literally launches himself out of bed before his brain can talk him out of it. At first, it felt forced. But after a few weeks, something shifted. Getting up stopped being a mental battle and started being automatic. That's the power of rewiring through action. It's like tricking your brain into being on your side. Now, I know what you're thinking. So you're telling me I can hack my brain with kindergarten-level counting? Yep. That's exactly what I'm saying. You don't need a $200 productivity planner. You just need to know how to count backwards like NASA is about to launch you out of bed. So, how do you actually use this? Let's make it real. You're at work and need to speak up in a meeting. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Unmute yourself and talk. You're scrolling TikTok instead of studying. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Phone down, books open. You're hesitating to hit the gym. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shoes on, door open. It sounds small, but small actions compound. Remember, motivation is unreliable. If you wait to feel ready, you'll wait forever. Action comes first, motivation follows. The 5-second rule is like a bridge between intention and execution. And here's the emotional kicker. Every time you use this rule, you're proving something to yourself. You're showing your brain, hey, I can trust me. I follow through. That builds confidence. And confidence isn't some magical trait you're born with, it's evidence. Evidence you gather each time you take action, even if it's small. That's why people who consistently use the 5-second rule don't just get more productive, they start believing in themselves again. And when you believe in yourself, that's when you actually change your reality. Quick question. What's one thing you've been avoiding lately? Be honest. Is it applying for that job, texting that person, starting that side project? Imagine if you just did a 5-second countdown and did it right now. What would change for you? Seriously, think about it. And here's where it gets even more interesting. From a quantum physics perspective, every decision you make collapses a wave of possibilities into a single reality. That means the tiniest action, like deciding to get up when your alarm rings, literally shifts the path of your life. That's why the 5-second rule feels bigger than just productivity. It's not just about doing the thing. It's about choosing the reality you want one small action at a time. Wild, right? So by now, you understand that hesitation isn't just a bad habit. It's literally your brain's survival wiring trying to keep you safe. But the crazy thing is, safety is killing your potential. You don't grow when you're comfortable. You grow when you take action, even if it's scary, even if it's uncomfortable, even if it's tiny. The 5-second rule is like a mental switch that flips you out of autopilot. But remember, it's not about perfection. It's about practice. Every time you count down and take action, you're reprogramming your brain to favor courage over comfort. Let's make this super practical. Starting today, here's how you can use the 5-second rule in your life. Mornings. The second your alarm rings, don't think. Don't negotiate. 5, 4, 3, 2, minus 1. Launch yourself up. Trust me, your day will feel completely different. Work or school. Every time you feel like holding back, speaking up, asking a question, suggesting an idea, 5, 4, 3, 2, minus 1, and go for it. Your voice matters more than your fear. Habits. Want to break a bad one? Catch yourself in the moment. 5, 4, 3, 2, minus 1. Interrupt the pattern. Replace it with a healthier action. Dreams. That side project, that application, that first step you've been avoiding, 5, 4, 3, 2, minus 1, and just start. Not next week, not tomorrow, now. It doesn't have to be perfect. Progress beats perfection every single time. Here's the thing. Most of us think change requires some giant leap. But what if I told you it really just takes 5 seconds of courage? 5 seconds can be the difference between staying stuck in the same loop for years or opening a door to a completely new version of your life. Think about all the times hesitation stole opportunities from you. The people you didn't talk to, the projects you didn't start, the chances you didn't take, all because your brain convinced you it wasn't safe. Now imagine if you had acted in those moments. Where would you be today? The truth is, you don't need more time. You don't need to feel ready. You need 5 seconds of courage. That's it. And once you realize that, hesitation loses its power. And hey, worst case scenario? You try it and realize you've been outsmarted by kindergarten-level math. Best case scenario? You unlock a version of yourself you didn't even know existed. Not a bad deal, right? So here's your challenge. The next time you catch yourself hesitating, and trust me, it might even be in the next few hours, use the 5-second rule. Count down, take action, and then notice how different you feel. And if you do, I want you to come back and tell me in the comments what happened. If this video gave you that little push you needed, hit that like button. Not tomorrow, not later, but right now. And if you want more science, psychology, and reality-bending insights like this, make sure to subscribe to Reality Flux. Because every week, we're breaking down how your mind and the universe connect in ways that actually change your life. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hit subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.